Good day, and welcome to the Daily Article Podcast for Wednesday, March the 20th, 2024. Today's article is written by Dr. Jim Denison and narrated by Chris Elkins of the Denison Forum. Who is the most watched person on Earth, according to Time magazine? If you're following the news, you might nominate Taylor Swift, who now has the #1 music film ever on the Disney Plus platform, or Princess Kate, who was just spotted in public for the first time in months, Tom Cruise, ranked the most popular actor of 2023, or Lionel Messi, ranked our most popular athlete. But the answer is 25-year-old Jimmy Donaldson, better known by his online alias, MrBeast. His videos have garnered a social media audience of over 425 million fans. He estimates that he appears on a screen somewhere in the world about 30 billion times a year. Now he's making news for a deal he struck with Amazon worth as much as $100 million. Beast Games will consist of 1,000 contestants competing for a $5 million cash prize, the largest single prize ever offered on television or streaming. Donaldson will host and executive produce the show, which will be available in 240 countries and territories. His secret is not just his entertaining and well-produced videos. Parenthetically, Time reports that he shoots as much as 12,000 hours of footage for a 15-minute clip. It's also the way his viewers are invited to engage with him. At his suggestion, for example, viewers have planted 20 million trees and more than 600,000 people donated enough money to help remove 30 million pounds of trash from the oceans. Grayson Logan, an 11-year-old who watches MrBeast videos every day at his home in Arkansas, says, "I like him because he's super nice and he helps people and gives them money." A digital marketing expert says of Donaldson's appeal, his whole perspective is, how do I make the average person extraordinary? This question helps explain Donaldson's astounding popularity, since most of us seek to be extraordinary every day. There is a paradoxical path to our goal available right now, one that transcends anything our social media-driven culture can offer. It was my privilege to hear Reverend Tish Harrison Warren at Dallas Baptist University's Veritas Lecture Series last night, and then to join her on the platform for a conversation. Her book, Liturgy of the Ordinary, Sacred Practices in Everyday Life, was Christianity Today's 2018 Book of the Year. Her second book, Prayer in the Night, for those who work or watch or weep, was Christianity Today's 2022 Book of the Year. She was also an opinion writer for the New York Times. I have followed her ministry with great gratitude for her intellectual brilliance, practical relevance, and evangelical yet ecumenical cultural engagement. In Liturgy of the Ordinary, Tish writes, Christian worship, centered on word and sacrament, reminds me that my core identity is not that of a consumer. I am a worshiper and an image bearer, created to know, enjoy, and glorify God, and to know and love those around me. Warren also states, the crucible of our formation is in the monotony of our daily routines. End quote. Our problem is that our faith formation and our daily routines so seldom seem to intersect. You and I live in a seeing is believing culture that defines reality as that which is material and measurable. This is one consequence of our scientific, secularized society, secular being Latin for of this world. Earlier societies lived with mystery and the reality of the supernatural, from the Greeks and the Romans with their pantheon of Olympic gods, to early Christians who sought and lived by the power of the unseen Holy Spirit, to medieval cultures governed by the spiritual rhythms and dogmas of the Catholic Church. Then came the birth of modern science, founded on the scientific method, which focuses only on what can be measured in some tangible and objective way. Darwinian evolution further removed the mystery of creation. Then Freudian psychoanalysis taught us that religion is an infantile neurosis. Now, our postmodern relativistic culture is convinced that all truth claims, including and especially religious truth claims, are personal and subjective. But this privatizing of truth and meaning isolates us from others and from the God who made us. It insulates us from our inborn quest to be part of a cause greater than ourselves. It separates spiritual formation from our daily routines, and it commodifies our faith as a means to personal, even selfish ends. It should not surprise us, therefore, that a video creator who gives viewers a chance to change the world in a collective and tangible sense would be one of the most popular media figures in history. From John 10:10, to live an extraordinary life, stay connected to the one who came to give us more and better life than we ever dreamed of. Make him your Lord by submitting to his Spirit's power and leading. When you steep your life in God reality, God initiative, God provisions, as a result, you'll find all your everyday human concerns will be met, according to Matthew 6, verse 33. From the late 2nd and early 3rd centuries, Tertullian noted, prayer cleanses from sin, drives away temptations, stamps out persecutions, comforts the faint-hearted, gives new strength to the courageous, brings travelers safely home, calms the waves, confounds robbers, feeds the poor, overrules the rich, lifts up the fallen, supports those who are falling, sustains those who stand firm. End quote. Will you experience such victory today? The Denison Forum team is grateful for our daily article podcast subscribers. Please share the podcast with others. And for more news discerned differently, visit denisonforum.org.